Hare Krishna. Maram Vishnu Vidaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namani Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pachayani Nivishesha Shunyavadi Praskachayati Satavani Vanchakapaturabhya Sakrapasandhavyavacha Patitanam Bhavani Vya Vaishnava Namo Namaha Vaishnava Namo Namaha Chaitanya Charitam Bhoja Mukundalayo Bhaje Yesham Prasharam Vachana Parama Priyama Bhavat Angam Lagayate Silam Mukhamabhatarachit Tekrapaham Vande Krishna Chaitanyeshwar Shri Guru Dina Taranam. So today is the 22nd and it's the auspicious appearance day of Lord Balaram. So I've been invited by the ISKCON Midrand to speak something about Lord Balaram, the personality of Godhead. So the first thing we'll do is we'll read from the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 3, Krishna, the source of all incarnations. Krishna is Avatari, the source of all incarnations. Balaram, Sankarshan, Pradyumna, Vasudeva, Nishingadev, Lord Vishnu, they're avatars, and they may have specific names like Leela Avatar, Yuga Avatar, Manvantara Avatar, Guna Avatars. So we'll read now. This is Bhagavatam, text number chapter 3. Text number 23. Ekona Vimsi Vimsa Timi Vrishnishu Prapya Janmani Rama Krishna Itibhuva Bhagavan Harat Baram. Translation: in the 19th and 20th incarnations, the Lord advented himself as Lord Balaram and Lord Krishna in the family of Vrishni, the Yadu dynasty, and by so doing he removed the burden of the world. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. The specific mention of the word Bhagavan in this text indicates that Balaram and Krishna are original forms of the Lord. This will be further explained later. Lord Krishna is not an incarnation of the Purush, as we learn from the beginning of this chapter. He is directly the original personality of Godhead. And Balaram is the first plenary manifestation of the Lord. From Baladev, the first phalanx of plenary expansions, such as Vasudeva, Sankarshan, Aniruddha, and Pradyumna expands. Lord Krishna is Vasudeva, and Baladeva is Sankarshan. So, in this purport, Prabhupada is making it clear that Krishna is directly the original personality of Godhead. So, in order to establish this, we refer to him as Swayam Bhagavan. Swayam Bhagavan. This indicates Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Of course, Krishna also, he's in Dwarka, and most of the residents of Dwarka, they see Krishna with four hands. A few qualified and exalted souls see him with two hands. But in Vrindavan, everyone sees him with two hands, and no one sees him with four hands. So the residents of Vrindavan are somewhat superior in their love for Krishna than the residents of Dwarka. So he is directly the original personality of Godhead, and Balaram is the first plenary manifestation of the Lord. Plenary manifestation. There are different manifestations. Prakash is direct manifestation. And then Amsa is a portion. More than Amsa is Anga. And then Kala is a portion of a portion. So Kala is a portion of Amsa. And then you have Avesh. That is a jiva, and the Lord invests a specific type of potency within that jiva. And that's called Avesh, or Shakti Avesh. And we have the example of Lord Brahma being a jiva, but Shakti Avesh empowered, but in what way? To create. So he created this Brahmanda. And that's why it's called Brahmanda, after Lord Brahma. Narada Muni is jiva, and he's empowered in a particular way. What way? To spread devotion. He has that potency to inject devotion into, for instance, Mugrari. Mugrari was the hunter. He was hunting animals, half killing them, and he used to enjoy them in their pain. But he came in contact with Narada Muni, and due to Narada Muni's potency, he gave up that propensity and became the disciple. Prabhupada writes, an advanced devotee, Nectar Devotion, chapter 17, an advanced devotee is able to inject into his audience spiritual life. He used those words. He's able to inject, sort of like you have COVID, where you go for flu vaccination or yellow fever, and you're injected. So the advanced devotee is able to inject into his audience spiritual life. Also, Bhaktivinoda Thakur said the same thing in Jaivedhamma, that a Parama Bhagavat, so this would be an Uttama Bhagavat, is able to transfer Sudasattva, or the internal potency. He's able to transmit it, Sudasattva. If one receives, when Sudasattva becomes more mature, then one has attained the stage of Bhav, which is the beginning stage of love of Godhead. It's not praying, it's the beginning. It's Abbas of praying, the stage of Bhav. So, Balaram is the direct manifestation, and we pray to Lord Balaram. He is not some imaginary, inert, mythological character, but Nam, Rup, Gun, Lila. He has a name, Rup, he has a form, Guna, he has qualities. For instance, in a commentary on Jayadev Goswami's Gita Govinda by Puri Maharaj, there are 7 or 8 commentaries. So it's mentioned how Balaram personifies Hasyaras, laughter. So he has qualities. He's always joking. Nam, Rup, Gun, Lila. And he has pastimes. And his pastimes are with Krishna, but also without Krishna. Lord Balaram also has Rasa Lila. And it's with his own gopis. And these gopis are not attracted to Krishna, they're attracted to Balarama in Madhurya Rasa. They don't interchange and jump from Krishna to Balarama and back again. Balarama has his own exclusive gopis. Krishna has his own exclusive gopis. So Balaram, there are persons who are very attached to Balaram, and apparently one can become, if you desire this, in your Sarup, a gopi of Lord Balaram. And this is actually mentioned in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, the associates of Lord Nityananda. This would be Adi Leela chapter 11. So the first one is Virabhadra. And then Abhiram Das Thakur. Virabhadra is actually the super soul. He's the son of Lord Nityananda. Then is Abhiram Das Thakur. He's Sridhama, I think. Then the next one is, brain is going. What was I saying now? Abhiram Das Thakur. Oh, Gadadhar Das. Now there's Gadadhar Pandit, there's Gadadhar Bhatta, there's Gadadhar Das, and there's many other Gadadhars also. Gadadhar Bhatta, Sudevi entered into him. Gadadhar Pandit, the effulgence of Radharani entered into him. Sorry, he is Radharani himself. And Gadadhar Pandit. And Gadadhar Das is described as the effulgence of Radharani, or sometimes referred to as Chandrakanti, and also Purnanada. Purnananda. Purnananda is a gopi associate of Lord Balaram, who entered into Gadadhar Das. Perhaps you can get my Chaitanya Charitamrita 1 volume. So let's just read about the description of Lord Balaram. This is from Prabhupada's Nectar Devotion. One devotee described the beauty of Baladeva as follows. Let me take shelter of the lotus feet of Balaram, whose beauty is enhanced by the earrings touching his cheeks. So try to enter into this. Try to meditate on this. He's a person. He has earrings. Many persons, men, they wear their earrings. They're gold earrings. They're diamond earrings, or earrings in one ear. So Lord Balaram has earrings and they're touching his cheeks. His face is decorated with tilak made from kasturi, or musk. And his broad chest is decorated with a garland of gunja. So the word is gunjamala, small conch shells. You get this in Vrindavan, small little conch shells. And sometimes we make garlands out of those. His complexion is as white as an autumn cloud. So when you're advanced and you see the autumn cloud will remind you of the whiteness of Balaram's body. Therefore, the cloud becomes an udipan. An udipan is something which stimulates your thoughts of Krishna and his associates or his abode. So his complexion is as white as an autumn cloud. He wears garments of blue color. His voice is very grave. His arms are very long. This is one of the symptoms of an auspicious personality. It is said Srila Bhaktisiddhanta's arms were also very long. Lord Chaitanya's arms are very long. Now, of course, hearing that, we're going to stand in the mirror and see how long our arms are, whether they reach our kneecaps or not. Anyhow, his arms are very long, touching his thighs. He has shown his great strength by killing the Pralamba demon. Let me take shelter of this Shura's Balaram. So, Nam, Rup, Gun, Leela. We try to meditate on these things. Nam, first the name of Balaram. and that is in the Maha Mantra, Hari Ram, Ram Ram, Hari Hari. That Ram can be according to your qualification, according to your desire. If you like, it can be Parashuram, and you can be thinking of Krodha, Rudra, anger. It can be Radharaman, dancing with Radharani. It can be Balaram, like an autumn cloud. It can be Ramchandra, coming back to Ayodhya in the forest of Dandakaranya. It can be any of these. It's according to your natural sthayi bhav. It's according to your inclination. So, let me continue. Baladev's affection for Krishna is illustrated in this statement. So this is his affection. Balarama is in Sakya Ras, friendship. But Rupa Goswami has described 4 basic categories of friendship. Friends who are older, that's Sakya. So that is tinged with parental affection, like the older brother. And one of their characteristics is they always carry some weapon, some stick, some walking stick or something, just in case. Not a AK-47 or a Glock, but some weapon. So that's Sakya. And then you have next category, younger. So they're younger. They're more in the mood of being servant. And then you have confidential friends, Priya Saka, Priyanama Saka, intimate friends, confidential friends, intimate friends. So in each of these groups, there is a leader. Balaram would be the leader in the first group, older than Krishna. Second group, I've forgotten. Third group is Sridhama. And he, of course, is Radharani's sister. Fourth group, the leader would be Subal Amsu. So there are numerous cowherd boys, and they have different moods. To give you an example, when Krishna met with the 5 Pandavas, he greeted them in different ways. So Yudhishthira, being older than Krishna, embraced Krishna, but also smelt his head or embraced his head. He's older. Bhima and Arjuna, being the same age, just directly embraced him, and Nakula and Sahadev touched his feet. So this is called Mayada. Mayada means etiquette. There's a certain etiquette that we follow, but that's, of course, in the material world. In the spiritual world, it's spontaneous devotional service. The cowherd boys don't actually touch Krishna's feet. They may joke, but it's not out of awe and reverence, because in Vrindavan, awe and reverence is covered. Aishvarya Gyan, awe and reverence, is covered by Madhurya. Madhurya means sweetness. Madhurya also means conjugal love, but it can also mean Sakya, Vatsyala, Madhurya. These 3, they're all very sweet. Madhurya meaning sweet, or like honey. So let us read. Baladev's affection for Krishna is illustrated in this statement to Subal. My dear friend, please inform Krishna not to go to Kaliya's lake today. Today is his birthday, and so I wish to go along with Mother Yashoda to bathe him. Tell him he should not leave the house today. This shows how Balaram, Krishna's elder brother, took care of Krishna with parental love, within the scope of fraternal affection. So his main relationship with Krishna is Sakya Ras. That's called the Angi, the main. The Anga, Angi is like this body. Anga with an A is like a limb of this body. So that Angi is also mixed with anga, parental affection. Because Balarama is older, naturally there's some parental love for Krishna. Friends who are younger than Krishna, who are always attached to him and give him all kinds of service, are called ordinary friends, or simply friends. So I mentioned that. Suckers. And some of their names. We'll mention their names. Hearing their names purifies us. So these shakas, ordinary friends. Vishal, Vrishabha, Ojasvi, Devaprastha, Varatapa, Maranda, Kusamapita. All of these Sakha friends of Krishna seek only to serve him. So what should we pray to Lord Balaram for? That depends on our adhikari. The word adhikari means our qualification. If we're spiritually advanced, then we'll pray to observe him in Vrindavan, playing with the cowherd boys, playing with Krishna. We should not pray to also play with him. That's being too presumptuous. That's actually a little bit sahaji above. Our position in practicing sadhana bhakti, whether it's Vaidhi sadhana bhakti or Raganuga sadhana bhakti, is to see from a distance Lord Balaram, and the description is given. Broad chest, decorated with tilak, garments of blue color. From a distance we may see him. Behind, our own guru. From behind. Not that we are directly playing with Balaram, directly jumping on his back, directly playing piggyback with Krishna. That's being presumptuous. That's for more advanced. But we can pray that we can see Krishna, Balaram, and the other residents of Vrindavan, like Radharani, and these cowherd boys I've mentioned, Subal, Sridham, from a distance. And that one day we may be able to serve the servant of their servants. Even to serve them directly is a little too much, but we serve their servants. And this is called anagatya, following in the footsteps. Not that one presents oneself directly in front of Krishna, face to face. It's a little too much. So that's a very high prayer. And now we're on a lower stage. Perhaps an Atanavriti. Hopefully we're coming to Nishta, where we're steadily engaging in devotional service. So we should pray to Balaram that he can give us spiritual strength to follow the four regulative principles. This is foundational. If the foundation of the building is weak, then it will collapse. We read in, Florida, a high-rise building collapsed. And we often read in Bangladesh, buildings collapsing. This is because they mix the cement. Cement and sand should be, I think, I've heard, 3 sand, 1 cement. But they mix it, these contractors. So it's 5 sand or 6 sand to 1 cement. And then you can put your finger actually through the wall. I've seen this because one contractor cheated me at a building at Govardhan Hill. So the foundation has to be strong. And our foundation is the 4 regulative principles. Prabhupada said the 4 don'ts and the 1 do. The 4 don'ts, we know what they are, the 4 regulative principles. And the 1 do is 16 rounds every day. So that must be done. This is foundation. Reading Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, Canto 1 to 9. And this gives us some bandhana gyan. So we can pray to Lord Balaram, especially in this present time of difficulty with COVID and this social unrest, these various riots, and all over the world, so many problems, forest fires, Afghanistan, etc. We can pray to Lord Balaram, please give me strength to remain on this path of devotional service or bhakti. So let me just read that one comment about Gadadhar Das, and then we'll conclude. So chapter 11, not many devotees know this. The followers of Lord Nityananda. So here we are. Text 17. Sri Gadadhar Das was always fully absorbed in ecstasy as a gopi. In his house, Lord Nityananda enacted the drama Danakeli. So I can't find the reference, but I will, and in my next talk, I will explain that Gadadhar Das is a combined incarnation, as I mentioned, of Chandrakanti, or the effulgence of Radharani, and Purnananda, a gopi associate of Lord Balaram.
Hare Krishna. So after recording this video, Maharaj later provided the reference to the text he was referring to, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adilila, chapter 10, text 53, purport, in which Gaura Ganadesha Dipika 154 to 155 is quoted as follows. Srila Gadadhar Das is considered to be a united form of Chandrakanti, who is the effulgence of Srimati Radharani, and Purnananda, who is the foremost of Lord Balaram's very dear girlfriends. Thus, Srila Gadadhar Das Prabhu was one of the associates of both Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu.
So we'll continue on the next recording. Shri Baladev, appearance of Lord Balaram ki jai, Shri Shri Nitai Gaura Hari ki jai, Shri Shri Radha Radhanath ki jai, Shri Shri Krishna Balaram ki jai, Jagannath Subhaja Balaram ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, our Guru Parampara ki jai, Go Premanandi Hari Hari Bol.